Hey, welcome to Wrestling in a Movie. Have we got a special guest for you today? The Knockout Nathan Sims, professional wrestler and movie buff. Because we are going to talk about an obscure gem that Nathan turned us on to called the Sasquatch Gang. If you're familiar with Napoleon Dynamite, y'all would probably love this movie. So stick around to about the back half of the show and we'll be talking about the movie. So let's get this thing started. Nathan, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate you, brother.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I'm glad to be here, guys.
Awesome. Awesome. We've been seeing you for a couple years now that Dave and I have been going to the local matches. Been a lot of fun. Love seeing the story go and everything. But what I really want to know is what inside your head said, I want to do this? What said, I got to be a wrestler?
Man, from a very young age, I don't know if it was my dad or my grandpa, just one of them, got me into watching it with them as a kid. And I don't know what it is, but there's something that like just clicked and I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to do that. Since I was about 2 or 3 years old, I said, yeah, I'm going to do that. So
wow. So that early on. So did you do like I read about a lot of backyard wrestling or just as a kid playing pretend and you guys just beating each other up and stuff?
If you want to count that, technically I've had a 13-year professional career. If you want to talk about that, I've had the longest career of any wrestler of all time.
Yeah, that you're like, it's been a good 30 years now.
Hey,
woo!
That's awesome. That, I mean, to know that early on, I mean, I sure as hell didn't end up doing what I was thinking I was going to be doing at that age. That's for sure.
No.
So that's cool that you jumped right into it. And look, I'm jumping ahead, but we see your mom at the events. She is the most energetic, biggest supporter. And even though sometimes you've done her wrong, she's still there to support you. And she's just as much a part of the show. But that being said, she obviously is okay with you getting beat up. But as a kid, what was that like when you know?
So my mom has always been so overprotective, right? Really? She's always let me do what I need to do, but God, if I get hurt, I am getting babied like you wouldn't believe. And that goes on to this day.
Nice.
So even when I wrestled in high school, my very first wrestling match, I almost got disqualified because she almost came onto the mat.
Oh no. No.
So, what you see out there, that's really her. That's how
awesome.
She is.
Great. I love watching her jump up and she'll yell. She's giving you advice in the ring.
If anybody knows how to take me, it's her. So I should probably listen more often.
Yeah. I've yelled to you before. Listen to your mother, and just like I keep waiting for you to come out of the ring and just slap me. Shut up.
I was actually surprised, and even to this day, I'm still surprised how often she shows up because she is at every single event. And it took her, her and my dad, before he passed, they used to live in Texas. Mm-hmm. So by the time I started wrestling, they were halfway across the country.
Wow.
So, but once she moved back and stuff, she has not missed a single one. And every time I talk to her, it's, oh my God, are you okay? Are you sure you want to do this? You're going to get hurt. Or you're not getting all this. And the second she was there live, oh my God, you can't get her. She can't get enough of it now. So
my first show, Scott told me about your mom.
Yeah.
It's like I missed like the first couple of. I think he'd seen a few shows before I did.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a woman there, and I think it's this other wrestler's mom, and she's always yelling and giving him advice. She's a great part of the show. I'm waiting for her to jump into the ring, and I'm sitting there watching, and we've been watching for like years, and I'm waiting for your mom to jump into the ring and give somebody an atomic elbow or something to save you. Because I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how a mother just sits there and watches it. I really don't. I get uncomfortable watching you guys. I can't imagine having a kid in the ring.
Yeah.
Watching the kid, do it. even if you know, okay, they're mostly going to be okay. They're not trying to physically murder each other. They just want to pin. But even knowing that, you're kind of like, oh, damn, we've seen people get hurt in the ring.
Oh yeah.
Like your last fight, you got into the ring, into the corner, and I was the first one, and I was like, holy crap,
Yeah.
that had to hurt.
Side note, that did hurt. I'm pretty sure I bruised my trachea on that. So, it's real and it sucks. And
yeah.
From her perspective, here's the thing. My mother is a tough woman.
Yeah.
She will drag you into the parking lot and beat the hell out of you if she has to.
I believe that.
So I was raised by her, so nice. I think she knows. She's put me through more than any of these guys can do. She raised me right.
There you go, man. That is. So you wrestled in high school. How did you make the transition from traditional wrestling into the wrestling that you do today?
So I actually, and it sucks, I only really got to wrestle in one preseason tournament because I didn't have the grades at the time.
Oh man.
Not until my senior year. And I did graduate like that close to getting like a 3 point something GPA. I was so close, but that first year I just wasn't there. I didn't care. But I actually joined the wrestling team because I was also a big fan of MMA, UFC and stuff forever. You guys remember Blockbuster, Hollywood Video?
Yeah.
So they'd always have the wrestling section. I'd go get whatever wrestling videos they had. It could have been the Japanese tapes or WCW or whatever. Well, I saw Ken Shamrock on the front of the tape, and it was UFC. So UFC 2, I want to say.
Wow.
And so that got me into MMA for a while too. Turns out that's not for me. I love it, but I'm not passionate about doing it.
Right.
But so that's why I wanted to wrestle, because I wanted to explore that. In high school, I wanted to explore I also like this thing.
Right.
Maybe that's for me too. So that's kind of how I got into that.
Oh, that's great. Now, did you train at the D1 Academy? Is that right?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say too much about that. The D1 Academy came way, way long after I had been doing this.
Oh, okay.
You'll see. Well, we'll put it this way: Rob Ocho is the D1 graduate.
Mm-hmm.
As much as me and him have a rivalry, and I kind of can't stand him 99% of the time.
Okay.
Everything he knows, he learned from me. So.
Oh, okay.
Take that. I wouldn't call him my student. He doesn't deserve that. But he learned from one of the best. Put it that way.
Gotcha.
So you trained at the same time with Ben, is that correct?
Actually, Marshall Briggs and I, or what was it, Dustin Briggs at the time.
I've got and Michael Neidhart as well, right?
So Michael Darkhart.
That's it.
He finished training right before I started training, actually.
Wow, okay.
So, and Briggs came a few years down the line. That's actually an interesting story in itself, especially if y'all have seen our rivalry and / sometimes friendship. Most of the time we're at each other's. That is an hour-long podcast in itself. I actually trained by, and he actually just passed a few weeks ago. I was actually trained by DJ Pringle, Daniel Moody.
Oh, okay.
In 2013, he was the first person who broke me in. I just happened to meet somebody who knew him. They introduced me.
Wow.
I want to say I met Michael Darkhart in passing through one of those connections we had met through him years before we ever actually knew each other. So it's actually very interesting thinking about it now, because it's like, man, all these different elements that were all right there. It was through Pringle that I met on Hawaii, Maddie, and he was the first person to give me a shot in the ring in wrestling, actually.
Wow.
So in that very same building in Santa Rosa, the Santa Rosa County Auditorium that we wrestle in
that's
so
awesome.
very often. Yep.
Well, what do you remember of your first wrestling match? We like to ask that because that seems like it'd be like the first girl you kissed, your first wrestling match, you never forget it. What was that like? How do you have any remembering of how you felt going in?
I do. I remember two parts about it very clearly. Right before the match, because I was sitting in the back wearing a security t-shirt because I was going to be security that night. I hadn't finished training yet. We're at I want to say we were in like Bruton, Alabama or something. It's some kind of guard armory. Oh man. And they just come up to me and say, "Hey, so-and-so's not coming. Are you all right with being in a match tonight?" Okay,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
sure. It's like, it's a 6-man tag in the main event. And I'm like,
Wow.
I've never done this before, right?
Wow.
And the only thing I really remember from the match is doing something you guys have probably never seen me do, going for a dive over the top rope, and there was no one there to land on.
Oh, man.
Splat.
Oh.
It's actually how I got the name Nathan Sims too. Actually, is that very same show, and it just kind of stuck. Yep. So
that's pretty interesting. Did somebody just name it, give you the name, and it just stuck with you, or did you have to come up with something on the fly? Or
I had to come up with something on the fly, and then it stuck with me. It was
okay.
What was it? Somebody asked me, hey, name one of your friends. I was like, oh, I got a buddy, Nathan. They're like, okay, and I'm like, all right, and what's your mother's maiden name? I'm like, all right, boom, here you go. Stuck with me for all these years.
Perfect. That's freaking great.
And I hated the name for so long.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just could never come up with anything other. And I was like, and people keep calling it to me. Like, what are you gonna do?
It's obviously meant to be at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say now you're just stuck with it. You're not getting rid of that.
It's locked in. I mean, it's on my clothes, on everything. Like, what am I to do now?
That's funny.
So we see you wrestle with CWF. Are there any other promotions in the area that you go to and wrestle, or are you predominantly just at home here?
I'm predominantly just CWF nowadays. Every now and then, maybe I'll go out, but I'm getting up there in years being in the ring. I never had any serious injuries, but I also want to keep it that way now at this point.
Right.
Well, yeah.
And there's your cat you were talking about.
Yep. He's got to make a pass.
But I really want to, before I ever started wrestling, just throughout my whole life, I've always been doing something. How it was back in the day. It was the sun comes up, you don't have school, parents kick you out of the house, don't come back till the sun goes down.
Right,
yep.
So we'd be out playing basketball, running through the woods, getting a group together to try to play baseball or kickball in the street or skateboarding. I was skating for so many years.
Right.
Never good, but all that has a wear and tear on your body too.
Yeah.
So I'm extra careful as to not injure myself so I can't do this wrestling because it's what I love to do.
It makes sense. Yeah.
The reason y'all see me here and I'm so calm, but you see me in that ring and I am, to be honest, an actual psychopath at that point.
Right.
Let's call it what it is. That's my outlet. There's a reason, and I've heard you guys say it. He just wants to fight everybody. I do.
Yeah.
So bad.
It shows. It shows. That's the impression we got. Yeah.
And I do. And that's why. It's because when I am in that ring, when I'm in that arena, that is my job. And my job is to kick somebody's ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Or for them to kick mine, right? So I'm going to do my job and I'm going to enjoy myself while I do it, but I take it as seriously as I possibly can when I'm out there. So I don't care who you are, how big you are. It's like it's what I enjoy. Winning, losing. I'd much rather win.
Right.
But I'd also rather lose than not be there at all. So
that's a love for the sport, man. That's just to be in the ring and to do the job. And
it's a passion.
enjoy it no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a love for the sport and the job, man. That's great.
Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely hate losing,
Oh yeah, yeah,
but I hate not wrestling more than that. So
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I get it.
Because I'm sure you've probably had some nights where you find out last minute that you're not winning and you still got to go on, right?
still gotta go do the job. Like
Yeah,
you gotta, it's called professional wrestling. You have to be a professional. So
right.
Right.
there's no reason to complain. Go and do your job just like you would at any other job. You might get to work and they tell you, hey, you got to wax all the floors today.
Right, right.
Are you going to throw a fit about it, or are you going to say, well, I'd rather keep my paycheck? So
When I was a janitor, I got a lot of that.
there you go.
You got to strip 5 floors and you got to have them all waxed by 3 o'clock in the morning. Really? Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Do they
I think
got to
it
look
was
good or they just got to have wax on them?
right. Yeah, I think it
There's a
was
lot of questioning that I would ask.
There you go.
Particularly, how shiny do these floors have to be when I'm done?
I used to work with my dad. We'd work, doing pipelines or in refineries, doing X-rays and stuff. And there were some days they'd hand us this big old packet, and there would just be some circles, and you'd look at it. But man, that looks about 200, 300 feet in the air.
Oh,
We really
yeah.
got to climb that to go get this one thing done.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
wow.
Well, that's the job. You got to do it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I don't know if I could go 300 feet. I used to do some roofing on in Panama City Beach on some of the
Yeah.
condos out there, 3, 4 story condos. And we
Mm.
put boards in between the buildings and walk between the
Sure.
boards. And I sit
Oh
there and think about
Lord.
me doing that now.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
I would look
Hell
at my
no.
boss
OSHA would
and
have
tell
a
him to
field
jump off
day if
the
you
roof.
even tried to do that
Oh
now.
my
Yeah,
God.
but when you're 18 or 19, you don't think you're going to live to be 25.
There you go.
Going. And
Get
I
it
would do
done.
this stuff, and we do floor, and we do roofs and stuff. And I look at that stuff now, and I'm like, what? No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to go
Yeah.
that high again, and then walk
Yeah.
across the
Well,
12-inch beam.
that's
No.
how I look
feel
at you
when
guys.
That's how I feel when I watch my earlier wrestling matches. So
Yeah. Oh, really? I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, yeah. That obviously shows the passion. We've heard everybody talk about the pain and everything. And you got to have a love to put your body through this.
Yeah.
But when you developed the passion for it, um, who who are your influences as far as in the ring, current or past? Who are some of the wrestlers that you look up to kind of model Nathan Sims after, or you draw from, should I say?
It's a really both long list and kind of non-existent at this point.
Mhm.
But I'd say earlier days, guys like your Eddie Guerreros and like
Oh,
Dean
nice.
Malenko's, and I was a big Stone Cold and a Kane fan. I know
Right.
it's all a weird mixture kind of thrown in there, but
Yeah.
like I loved. There were so few guys that I didn't absolutely love as a kid. X-Pac. Oh, I loved X-Pac. So it's William Regal. I can't not say William Regal. I loved
Right.
William Regal, even Steven Regal in WCW. Oh,
Mhm.
But I wouldn't say I'm modeled after any of them now, because now it's more or less, it just kind of fell into who I am. I don't have to.
Organically, yeah.
Yeah, I still watch all those matches. I've been watching a lot of like Fit Finlay or World of Sport matches. I like a lot of old wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm big on a lot of stuff like that.
Oh, that is cool.
That's
Yeah. I wouldn't say that I have a specific influence these days, not at this stage in my
Right.
career, because
Right.
you can't do what someone in the past had done
Mhm.
Mhm.
because things have changed. Even though I don't like the way things have changed, they have. Now you
Mhm.
can take that, find a way to make it your own or make it fit in this new environment.
Mhm.
But every wrestling match is different from every other one as well.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, oh, well, he did this, this, then this. It's like, yeah, well, when you do this, what if he's over there? Now you can't do that. So you got to figure something else out.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have it in the chamber, but you might also have to call an audible when you're in there. So
yeah, that's. I'm trying to figure out, was it Johnny Romano that was talking about the wrestling, like, because we had asked him about wrestling and how it was, and he I think he likened it as like a almost like a jazz, like a jazz routine where you kind of play off the other guy
It's a dance.
sometimes. Yeah, it's somewhat of a dance, but you're also calling audibles at the same time. And he says it's just after you get into it, if you're with somebody that's good or as good as you or better, it's it's magic, and you can see how you guys wrestle in the ring. It's like there are times when it's just
Yeah.
yeah, you just sit there, and like I say all the time, it takes me back to being 12 years old and watching wrestling as a kid. And I'm just like,
yeah,
oh my God, these guys. And I start shouting. I forget that I'm a old guy.
yeah.
I still think I'm a kid. Like, yes, get him, get him. And I'm like, wait, no, don't get him.
So I get it. I understand why so many people equate it to a dance. It's an easy thing to relate to, right? But
Right, right.
with the sentiment, in all honesty, I completely disagree with that. It's nothing like a
Fair
dance.
enough.
That's not what wrestling is.
Right.
It Now, if you're trying to explain it to somebody who doesn't know, that's super easy to say. Throw that
That
out
would be
there. Hey,
me.
That's
yeah,
why that works. Yeah, I can
That's
see
why it
that.
works for me, because I understand that kind of thing.
yeah. But here's my thing:
How would you describe it?
put it this way, if you're trying to do a dance routine and somebody punches you in the face, are you going to remember your next step?
It's a valid point.
Everybody's
I
got a
would call
plan
it.
punched.
I would call it ultra violent improv. That would be
That's
how
a
I
great way
would
to put it.
describe it.
All right, yeah. Who was it? Somebody that we had talked to kind of talked about improv too.
Hmm.
And it's like, yeah, that's a great way of putting ultra violent improv.
Yeah,
That's
that
that's the
works.
whole name of the game because you don't
Yeah,
know what someone else is going to do. You don't know what the crowd's going to do.
right.
A couple weeks ago, when I went out there for my promo, you guys were there.
All right.
I couldn't even speak because they wouldn't shut up. I couldn't get my first sentence out.
It
Good
was
thing I didn't
awesome.
have anything planned to say because I would have forgotten everything I had planned.
You could have
That
just mumbled
is,
into the microphone and then dropped it and walked away, and everybody would have booed you on the way out.
There you
Like, I didn't
go.
even say anything.
yeah, that was great. That was great. And that brings me to a question, and I think I already know the answer.
Right.
Being cheered as a face or booed as a heel, I take it doesn't matter to you, correct?
Nah, I love it all.
That's
I
that's
love
the
being in
impression
there. I
I
don't
got.
care. There you go.
Nice.
Because you seem to soak it up either way, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Oh,
just work it, take it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
That's
what
nice.
I'm here for. It's what I'm getting paid to do, and I am loving every single second of it.
It's got to feel good. It's got to feel good to
Oh,
get that instant reaction because you're
Oh,
connecting at that point, and that's
yeah, there's nothing else like it in the world. Nothing that I've ever experienced. So
you've worked in wrestling for a while. Have you seen any difference in the crowds that have been coming in over the years? Like, are they louder? Are they quieter? Do they shout more hate, or do they make it more like a fun, like the little kids that shout at at you guys when you're going in and they're like, "Oh, you're terrible and you smell bad." Has that gotten
yeah.
funner for you guys, or like the one little girl was yelling at Colt Manson, telling him he was smelly,
Yeah.
and he was
oh
like, "I
my
am not." She said,
god.
"Yes, you are." And it was just like to watch the kids go like that. Has it changed more from more adults to more family oriented, or
So it depends on a time, an era, and a place within that. Because I've been a bunch of different places, and
right,
I've
right,
been to a bunch of different companies with different views and all that. I would say for CWF specifically, it's exactly what it's always been, but now we're turning that dial up. The fans are turning it up from they were on a 7, but now they're at an 8 and then a
nice,
9, and
okay,
they're just so it's still family oriented, but we still get a lot of just adults who come by
yeah,
themselves or bring kids. We get a lot of kids. We get a lot of kids of a lot of different
Hmm.
ages
yeah,
who come.
Which is great.
Uh, it's it's there's something enjoyable for everybody. That little girl hated Chris, but I bet she
yeah,
loved Jay.
yeah, yeah,
it's it's kind of one of those things. It's we got somebody for everybody,
Yes, you
and
do.
everybody it's like everybody is an expert in something different because nobody is the best wrestler. There's no such
Right.
thing.
Right.
You might be the best high flyer given these set of credentials, but in other scenarios, like that other guy might be better than you at that. Or same for mat wrestling or power, whatever. It's not all, hey, who's the greatest of all time? There's qualifiers that go into that. And everyone is better at different things. And I think that helps us because no one is the same, not on the CWF roster.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, your whole roster is a set of different wrestlers, like completely different from each other. Yeah, I don't think there's any two guys that are really yeah, I never thought about it. Yeah, I never really thought
It
about
makes
that
it where
before.
there's something for every single person out there. I
Yeah.
love it. That's
Yes.
smart. That's
Yeah,
smart.
it's a way to do it.
Because that's what I tell people. It's like, I have certain wrestlers that I like and others that I might look at my phone during their match or something like that. But there's always somebody that just really I just go to, and it's like, oh, that's really cool. And that be whether on TV or local, I love it because you guys are taking these personas and you're cranking it up and you're making characters that somebody can relate to. Somebody can relate to you wanting to fight everything. Somebody can relate to people like Jack because they're crazy. But it's
multiple personalities.
God forbid me, or God forbid I quote Johnny Romano right here, but I'll paraphrase about that.
All right.
Romano once said, and I don't know if he got this from somebody else, but I remember him saying it, that like, if there's just one person, one kid, one young adult, one old person, doesn't matter, one person who he touches throughout his entire career, then his career was successful. It was something like that. That was the gist of it.
I've heard him say that. Yes.
And
oh yeah.
And I'm like, man, I agree. I agree 100%. Like, if there's just one person who cares, then I'm happy with that.
That's
That's
awesome.
Or one person who absolutely hates me and wishes the worst upon me ever, I'm happy with that. Either or, I'll take either one.
A reaction is what you want, and the indifference is what hurts.
Like the reaction from that little kid to Marshall that one time.
Oh, who was crying and wanting to fight?
He was crying, went after the Marshal, was gonna
beat his ass.
Little kid, man, I'll never forget it.
Oh,
I'll train him. He'll be fine. He can take the Marshal.
Yeah. Oh man, definitely. So, just a random question: what's on your workout playlist?
It is very eclectic. Let's put it that way. Not even just my workout any playlist that I have at any time. It could switch from, say, like K-pop to Tupac, and then the next song might be Taylor Swift.
It sounds like me.
It is a lot of like metalcore, a lot of hip hop, a lot of pop music, and I mean just a little bit of everything and a whole lot of some things. So
I think I make my neighbors go crazy if I have my stereo on, because I'll go from Dead Kennedys to Frank Sinatra to Generation X to just random punk that's flying through the thing, back to Dean Martin, Bob Seger, and then it's like it's just a random mix of everything, and I'm sure they're sitting there like, what the hell is that guy listening to?
Dave, I could just imagine you sitting on your front porch singing Night Moves. I don't know. There's something about it. I could see it.
Not as good.
I'm
not as good as Bob.
I see it. Definitely. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Nathan, before we move on to this interesting movie, do you have anything you want to shout out to any of the other wrestlers on the roster, or anything that you want to say to anybody?
Any warnings?
Actually, if I'm gonna say anything to the roster specifically, it's keep your chins tucked and your hands up, because I'm coming for you. Don't care who you are. Love you and I hate you, and I want to fight all of them. So there you go.
There you go. So this movie, You and I talked just a little bit before Dave came on. The Sasquatch Gang. Dave and I have a
Yes.
connection to Sasquatch. I don't know if you realize that or not.
No.
No
Um,
idea.
I will put a link, folks, to the video. In fact, actually, I'm just going to tack it on the end of this interview. Dave and I have created a couple characters that we just like to make some short films, and we did a Sasquatch hunt. And it's about a 1 minute long video with Dave getting beaten up by a Sasquatch. But we also
Gold. Gold.
It,
we
yeah.
also did a short with some
fun.
local guys. I forget the skunk ape.
Skunk.
So we did a
That's
whole
okay.
Sasquatch thing, and I will, folks, I'll include the link to these videos for you. So it was just funny. It's like, oh, we're going to do a Sasquatch movie, and Dave and I are kind of related to
That was the
in
first
that
thing
genre.
I thought of. Was like, did he see the shorts or no?
Nope.
funny.
Completely.
You're going to. I will
Just
send them to
natural.
you. I will
I-
send
No,
them to
I
you.
want to see them. I
I
do.
had never heard of this movie until you asked that you said that you wanted to watch it. And
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is the Sasquatch Gang? And then I saw that it was by guys who did Napoleon Dynamite. I'm like, oh, I'm in. I gotta watch this. I'm definitely in now. Well, why do you like this film so much?
If I had to, dude, it's so hard to pinpoint it. I mean, it's the most quotable movie I have ever seen. Like, can't make that out of foam and duct tape. You can't stop with this movie. Me, all of my friends, it is nonstop being quoted.
That's funny.
We watched it. We watched it last night, and the whole living room was just so loud with us laughing, like having to
Right.
pause, rewind because we're laughing over. We are losing it, and we've seen it 100 times.
Yeah, I get it.
It's. I can't pinpoint it specifically, but we just love it. So
That's
So-
how I feel about this movie and Napoleon Dynamite, because Scott and I had watched Napoleon Dynamite, and we're like, he asked me like at the end of our review, he's like, well, what do you like about it? I was like, I have no idea. I don't know why I like this movie. Same with Sasquatch Gang. I watched the whole thing. I'm like, it has a better plot than Napoleon Dynamite, a little bit more story, but I couldn't tell you why I like it. And I do recommend anybody out there watch this movie. If you want something that's just random, is all I can come up with.
There you go.
Just random. And it's funny that the cute little story between Gavin and Sophie,
yeah,
that's adorable. Those kids are
absolutely.
adorable. And they're so awkward together.
it's
But I'm going to tell you. You say you can't say why you like it. I can tell you why I like this movie and recommend it. It is because of Gavin and Sophie, and they are so real. They
That's
are
probably
so
it.
there you go.
so
Yeah.
damn real. Because I watched this and it's like, oh, I used to think this way. This movie isn't that far away from my. I grew up in the '80s,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is just taking place like in the '90s there, and it's just
Yeah.
it just I was so relatable,
Yeah.
and some of the way they acted, and it's just, oh my God, this movie's so endearing, and I might just go watch it again.
There's a lot to like about this movie.
Yeah.
And who was the Sasquatch hunter, or the Sasquatch hunter? What was
Carl Weathers. Oh, my
Carl
God.
Weathers, folks,
Of
of
all
all
Weathers.
things.
when
I
he
about
showed
died.
up? I was like, no way, no way, it's Carl Weathers. How did they get Carl Weathers in this movie?
Apollo Creed.
And then they find the big pile of poo. I'm like, there's no. I was literally getting up to go do something in the kitchen, like the something was burning on the pan, and I'd seen him put his finger in it, and I just literally stopped and turned around, and I'm watching him the whole time. I was like, no way, no way is he gonna do this. I was dying. And poor me, I'm by myself, and my dogs are looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with you? So now my wife is going to have to watch this with me because I was trying to describe it to her.
It's a hard one to describe.
I can't believe you watched this movie without me.
Yeah, it's a hard one to describe, but basically at its core is a coming of age slice of life right out of the '90s. You see some kids going through bullies, weird people in the neighborhood. I love Zerk and shirts. The whole family, nobody's got a shirt.
And the mom's
Justin
like
Long is a god among men. All right.
Absolutely. I love Justin Long in this movie. He is just freaking brilliant, man.
Dude, it's amazing.
Freaking funny as heck. And
oh my God.
The one guy, his buddy without shirt.
Yeah.
That guy was cracking me up because he was
so flat, man. He just played that so
well.
Okay, let's go do this. He's got the
never blinked, never moved.
We're gonna have hot dogs and French fries. He's got literally a hot dog and a French fry.
Well, one of the things, for the best parts, he goes for the high fives. He got the corn dog. Why you got to be holding a corn dog when I go for a high five? No, I'm the one who looks like a dingus. I don't know if someone wrote that.
The hot dog being a running gag throughout the whole freaking movie.
Right.
I mean, you always see a hot dog. It's like they stop on the side of the road at a hot dog stand for pizza.
There you go.
They do that really cool shot that, like, if it would have been in Smokey and the Bandit, it would have been a really kick-ass bandit moment where all you see is the hand come out with the money, grabs the hot dog and takes off. That would have been a perfect Smokey and the Bandit movie, but it's these two morons. And it's still a cool moment.
Oh my God. Yes. It's yeah.
It's a ridiculous movie.
It is ridiculous.
I was actually half expecting we do spoilers. So I was actually half expecting at the end of the movie for a Sasquatch, like everybody to turn their back and a Sasquatch be behind them walking by. That's what I was waiting for. It never happened. I was like, they missed one moment. That would have been the one thing I would tell them to add.
I'm with you there. I agree entirely.
And everybody missed it because they have their back turned. And have him just kind of shake his head like, humans walk. They've been freaking hysterical.
The movie, I will say this, if I have to have a complaint, I did get a little lost near the beginning when we started doing the time shifts backwards and forwards. And my brain finally caught up, but it was like, what? Wait, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But hey,
you start in the middle, then you go to the begining, and then we go to the end.
We actually start at the very end.
You start at the end. That's right.
Oh my God, dude! I just think it's so stupid. It's like they're gonna take your car anyway. Just enter into the demolition derby. You'll get 5,000, and you hear the announcer, "Don't move until I say," and he's already moved.
Nobody tells me what to do. It's America.
Oh God.
The bird, man.
God, that was funny.
Oh,
that was funny.
Oh yeah.
And in this area, we know people like that.
Oh well, we know so many people.
I'm not lying. We have people like that in Jersey.
They're everywhere you go.
They are definitely everywhere.
They're literally all of them. Oh God. Yeah, usually they're in a Camaro, though.
Well, yeah. This time it was a Firebird, but usually you're probably right. Camaro. Or a Mustang.
Or a Mustang. Yeah. Camaro or a Mustang. Oh, man.
The mullets. Justin Long and shirts. Oh, my God. And
I'm so jealous of that mullet.
He was rocking it, man. He was rocking it.
It was glorious.
Perfect mullet.
He plays the perfect idiot. And it was great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The girl winds up kicking the one bully in the groin.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to get a kiss from her, and he's like trying to get in the one guy. He's like, "That's the easiest $5 I ever made."
Well, you're in for a ridiculous movie when she goes and has her uncle, the dentist, wire her mouth shut so she's because Gavin referred to her as a torso like a tree trunk,
built like a tree trunk. Yeah,
but knowing Gavin, there was no malice there.
No,
he meant it as a compliment.
He did.
Hey, you can really wield an axe,
and that was cool.
You are exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, but she didn't see it that way, of course. Yeah.
Well, I like at the end she finally comes to her own senses. She's like, got her teeth are back, and I think that's what threw me initially is whenever because when you first see her, she's got the stuff on her teeth.
Right.
And the next time you see her, she doesn't. And you're like, is that the same girl? Because she looks completely different.
Oh yeah,
her whole face looks completely different without this prosthetic in. And I was like, what's going on? And then I realized, oh, okay, they've gone back. They're going to lead up to this thing. So yeah, that was good acting though, all the way around. Everybody played, even Hobie or Hobby,
Yeah, Hobie.
Hobie.
Hobie. God, that kid. He's writing in his diary.
Oh my God.
Dear diary, what do you do when your best friend betrays you?
Like nothing that he put in his diary was what really happened.
Of course not.
But that happened to him.
Yeah.
That's what this movie's ridiculous, but there's a story here that is deep and it's touching.
Yeah.
And this is stuff we all went through with our friends and fighting and bullies and girls and that first kiss and everything. And it's just it's well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the guy who plays Hobie. We always do like a trivia after we watch a movie in my house. And the one thing I remember is the guy who played Hobie was actually a writer on the recent Minecraft movie.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that amazing?
So I was like, okay. I just watched it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Nice.
I did see the is it Bill Hader, Napoleon Dynamite cameo in there?
John.
It was John. John.
Yeah.
John. Yeah. I apologize for that, but yeah, seeing that as a pop up, David told me that he was in there. So.
And the uncle isn't the uncle the sheriff?
Yeah, he's the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
Uncle Rico is the yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So it's been a long time. And as I said earlier, I didn't care for Napoleon Dynamite, but I'm going to return to it now after watching this. And maybe I'm in the right mindset now. And this time in my life, this movie hit better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I will say I like this better than Napoleon Dynamite because it's got that classic, like, coming of age kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's that same thing that made Stranger Things so big. Like,
I was going to say that.
Frame.
It's not just the time frame. They captured the time better than Stranger Things. And I was thinking,
so?
I think so. I feel on my way. I lived it. I feel
Sounds
it.
Like you're going to be in for a body slam here, Scott. So
I think
I'm not offended. I'm just okay.
No, I
might even agree.
I think they just nailed because it felt more real. Now, where Stranger Things did an excellent job, and Dave and I had talked about this before. They really did a good job in Stranger Things of capturing the '80s and capturing the vibe.
Yeah,
this one just I think got it because Stranger Things, while they nailed all of that, some of it felt too fan servicey.
Yeah,
and it's subtle. I'm a fan of Stranger Things. Really enjoyed it. This one just made me feel like I was looking at, I guess, back in time, and it felt just.
You know what? And I think it's the awkwardness of it all. Like, I think just that added element. I think that might be why.
That may be why I feel more connected to how they hit the time frame because I lived that awkwardness.
We all did. We all did.
I definitely did. I'm still awkward around people. I mean, let's be honest.
Me too. A lot of the times, me too.
I'll sit there and talk to somebody, and then I just stop in the middle of my conversation and be like, I either forgot what I was going to say or I realized what I was going to say is unimportant. And I almost just want to like hold up a little sign that says I'm done now and I'm walking away.
Well, Dave, at least you would hold up a sign. I have been told at work that I will walk away in somebody's mid sentence and just walk away. And it's like, I don't recall doing it. It's just obviously you didn't know me.
I do that to people I know. I definitely do that to people at work.
I mean, I have to be told, you just walked away. Oh, I did? Okay. We were done.
Right. Yeah, I thought you stopped talking. I was still talking. I didn't hear you.
I try so hard not to do that, but I always fumble on trying to find any excuse of like, I need to go now. But I don't never know what the excuse should be.
I just go on autopilot. I gotta pee. That always works.
I was gonna say,
that's a good go-to.
Get older, you can use. I gotta go pee. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Flatter ain't what it used to be.
This conversation's getting old. I gotta go pee.
Oh God!
And don't follow me.
Those are the worst kinds of people.
Yeah.
I want to roll back just a minute and let's talk a little bit about the plot. Even though it is a slice of life, we just kind of glossed over the story of the movie. And basically, you got two characters, Zerk and Schurtz, who need money because Zerk's car is going to get repossessed because of a $5 charge on his credit card many years ago that is compounded interest to be like $1,400.
$1,400.
My God.
And
So
they hand him the paper and he throws it in the grill. He's just like, it's burning.
Yeah, look at this.
Burning. He's like, I'm gonna pay it. Oh no, it's burning.
What I would like to know is how much was improv in this movie. I think quite a bit.
So much has to be.
It felt it, and it felt, but it was
down.
good. It wasn't. It was ridiculous. But yeah, that whole bit with he's burning up the collection notes and everything. It's like, I'm not gonna pay it. And then as the guy's walking away, he's like looking like he needs to be grabbing it because he knows he's.
He's like, I'm gonna burn my hand if I grab that. Oh.
But they decide to make because of this Sasquatch hunter, Carl Weathers. I guess they're wanting to fake a Sasquatch sighting, and they make some footprints, and they were going to sell the cast of the footprints. You can only imagine, folks, on the internet.
On the internet.
Yeah, this these guys aren't the smartest.
What's sad is I think the little blonde-haired guy winds up being smarter than his friend.
Oh, yeah, it turns out he's like a genius.
He is. He is.
Comparison, yeah.
He always has that Coke in his hand.
Coke in one hand, corn dog in the other.
No shirt.
Did he have shoes on? Did that guy have shoes on?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I never saw.
I honestly I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go back and check.
Yeah. God, that's funny.
Did he or did he not have shoes?
My wife is definitely going to watch that with me this weekend.
Just the John Cena shorts, except made into shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. God. What a look.
That was that time as well.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit earlier, he would have had tube socks almost up to his knees.
Yep.
So for sure. But yeah, this basically that is just what sets up the whole series of events between Gavin, Sophie, and Hobie. Hobie. And Hobie's jealousy of Gavin and Sophie's relationship, and it gets ridiculous, but it's real. It's real because that's how you think at that age. That's how you see the world. And I think that's why I just connected to it better. It was cool.
Yeah, like I said, it had more of a plot, a little bit more of a story than Napoleon Dynamite. And Napoleon Dynamite is just so random for me. I like it. I don't know what I like about it. That's just, I have no, to this day, I don't know why I like Napoleon Dynamite, but I do.
Yeah, this is definitely a good one. And I appreciate you suggesting this because Dave and I are always on the lookout for stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we haven't mentioned this in a long time on our movie podcast. We're always on the lookout for the worst movie ever.
Yeah.
And we'll watch just about.
I've got a list of them.
Oh, very good. Very good. Very good.
You guys watched Velocipaster yet?
Not yet, but I want to.
I think it's in our queue. I have a list of movies. That's one
fantastically bad.
That's what I've heard. It sounds like a fun time.
What was it?
Oh, yeah.
Tina and the T-Rex was one that Bobby Thunder told us about.
Okay.
Yeah, Tina and the T-Rex, yeah.
Was that what it was called? Tina and the T-Rex? I have to find it.
I don't know if you guys remember all the Megalodon and Super Croc movies. I watched every single one of them they had at Blockbuster over like a 5-year period. So
those are great. They're so bad.
And every other bad movie you could think of that I could find. Oh, love them. Hate them, love to hate them. Put it that way.
The great thing about growing up in the 80s when they had Blockbusters and the local, video.
Yeah.
And they just had walls of B flicks.
Yep.
You could just go in there on any Saturday or Friday, grab the worst movie that you just read the back of it and you're like, this sounds terrible. That one's going home with me.
Yep.
This sounds terrible. That one's going home with me. Oh, well, we better get Gone with the Wind too, just to clear our minds.
Just in case.
Just so a palate cleanser.
Yeah,
But
palate
yeah.
cleanser, Gone with the
So
Wind.
have you seen Three-Headed Shark Attack?
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen Three-Headed Shark Attack.
Okay, that's a bad one.
That's a bad one. That is
And
A
I'm in it.
bad one or a good bad one?
It's a bad one. But I'm in it.
Okay.
So for a few seconds.
I'll check it out then.
You see me alive, then you see me dead. But anyway.
There's an old movie that Scott and I both love, and nobody seems to like it as much as we do. It's called
Devil Girl from Mars.
Devil Girl from Mars.
Devil Girl from Mars.
I literally got us to
Look
watch
it up.
it
If you want a bad movie, it's so bad.
It's got to be a terrible, terrible movie. But I'm sitting there watching it, and it was bad, but there was so much good bad in it that I'm like, oh, I could see remaking this, changing it a little bit and not much, and making it like a really bad good movie, like meaningful bad. But I actually enjoyed the movie. It was called Devil Girls from Mars. If you ever get a chance to watch it,
we always recommend it to people. It's
I
a
always
fun one.
recommend it. And I have yet to have anybody go, "Oh my God, that was such a fun, stupid, bad movie." Usually they just look at me and go, "Really? That's bad." Like, well, how could it just be bad? You don't see the glory in this movie.
I put it this way, like a good bad movie or a bad movie is a movie you watch and you feel like you wasted your time.
Yeah.
A good bad movie you watch and you are immediately quoting it with whoever you just watched it with.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Silent Night, Deadly Night? Oh, one of our favorite quotes is, "It's garbage day." I don't know if y'all seen that movie. The three people who have will love that.
I haven't seen that movie. That's from the 80s, right? That's from like 83 or 85?
Yeah.
I went down to the video store and rented it with, oh my God, I'm going to sound like Gavin, but her name was Julie. And we went to her house and we watched it with her dad because he was cool. He'd let us watch the R-rated movies.
There you go.
Yeah, so it was kind of, damn, man, took that back. Holy crap.
Yeah, that'll drop you right there, won't it?
Yeah, and all that equates directly to Sasquatch Gang. That was literally a plot point.
Yeah, there you go. Everything it was literally. I
think that's why I connected to the movie. I think that's why. Because it's like, oh my God, I'm watching my life. Oh shit.
Yeah. Man, so bad for you know why? That's probably why I was so empathetic for Gavin, because I was like, that's me. That's me as a kid. That shit. That was me until I got married.
There you go. Oh, yeah. So that is an awesome film. Nathan, do you have anything else you want to add about this movie?
If anybody watching, if you haven't seen it, please watch it. It is just phenomenal. I love it. You probably will too. Watch it with friends, though. Don't watch it alone. It's much better watching with someone.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely have like I said, my wife is probably going to watch it with me this weekend because she likes to watch the movies that we're going to watch, usually with me, but she's been working a weird shift, so couldn't watch it with her. So this time I'm going to be like, okay, come on, let's watch this together. And she's going to probably crack up. She's probably going to catch more of it than I do.
If you have a big lump on your head at the next event, I'll know she didn't like it.
Yeah.
That is
I'll just come in with a big bandage around my head.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I agree. I definitely say give this movie a watch. Dave, your feeling?
Absolutely. Yeah. If you liked Napoleon Dynamite, you'll probably like this one more. For the same reason that I'm a little bit more connected to this one is because it's got a plot. You have two people in there that you really connect to, and everybody else you're just kind of shaking your head at like, man, I hope you get your comeuppance.
Definitely.
The kids' friendships, the four kids, was it?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Kevin, Sophie, Hobie, and I forgot the other kid's name. He got grounded. He was for half the movie.
Yeah, but he was a good character, especially when they made a comment about his mustache.
He had a ridiculous name too. It was like
started with an M.
It wasn't Maxwell, but it was something like that.
Something
like,
yeah.
Something very proper sounding, but it didn't fit the kid at all.
For sure.
Spend time with your friends later.
Yeah. So, folks, We definitely here at Wrestling and Movies say watch Sasquatch Gang. A plus, loved it, had a
Yeah.
good time with it. Don't take it too seriously. Just go in and enjoy this
Have
this
fun.
fun little slice of life. Slice of
Yeah.
life. Yeah,
Have fun
for
with it.
sure. And Nathan, big event coming up this weekend. This will air, of course, after this coming Saturday. So folks, if you want to see some great wrestling, have a good time, family entertainment, Coastal Wrestling Federation, Milton, Florida, April 25th, is it 24th, 25th? I don't know the date. It's Saturday, this coming
25th,
Saturday.
this coming
Actually,
Saturday.
I'm saying this,
Yeah,
it's
25th.
airing later. I apologize. But
Oh,
anytime they're
yeah.
playing, the next one will be May in Crestview. Definitely get out there and check out the show. Nathan, Knockout Nathan Sims, really appreciate from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for coming on, man.
Yes, sir. We got to do this again sometime. I had a great
Oh,
time
yeah.
doing this.
We got plenty of
Absolutely.
bad movies to watch, man. And you got a
Yeah.
list of bad movies. We'll just keep going back and forth.
Hey, I'm cool with
So
that
one of
too.
us-
That sounds good. That sounds good. I want more bad movies. More bad movies. So, folks, if you like wrestling and you like movies and you like bad movies and great wrestling, come check out our podcast. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and make sure you knock out Nathan Sims in the squared circle. Later.
Later, guys.